Good afternoon. Thank you for calling Invacare Customer Services. Please note that your call may be recorded for training purposes. Press 1 for all products except mobility. Press 2 for mobility.
Good afternoon, Rachel speaking.
Hi, Rachel. The casters on my wheelchair are wobbling, and so I've sent them to a balancing expert to have them balanced like you have your car wheels balanced. Is that okay with Invacare to do something like that?
I think we've all spoken to you previously, haven't we?
Yes, I had this problem for 21 years.
Yeah, because you propel yourself, don't you, going on the yeah. So we won't be able to advise you that's safe to do, I'm afraid.
So I mean, I don't understand. What am I supposed to do if my casters are wobbling? You're telling me Invacare don't approve if they wobble, or I don't understand.
Well, it's not that. It's the way you're using the chair, though, isn't it? It's not a case that there's a fault with the caster. It's the way that the chair's being used. Because I believe from previous conversations with yourself, the NHS won't do any work on the chair anymore as well. Is that correct?
No, but I'm just saying on an Invacare Action 3, whether it's an NHS chair or not an NHS chair, does Invacare mind if the casters are balanced or not?
We can't advise you to do that.
Oh.
What you choose to do will be down to yourself, but we can't tell you that's fine to do now.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Because the way you're using the chair is not what's recommended.
Well,
this is why you're having the issues with the casters.
How do you know it's not recommended?
Because we've been speaking with you for several years now, and we've gone back and forth to the manufacturing site with various questions that you've asked.
Well, that's the first time I've heard about that in 21 years, that I shouldn't propel a wheelchair with crutches. If I can't use the hand rims.
We have had this conversation with you numerous times.
Yes, I do understand that, but are you telling me that I cannot propel my wheelchair with crutches?
Yeah, but it's the speed that you're going with it.
Well, what is the speed limit? Because when the manual was checked, there's no speed limit on this chair.
Be a moment, 2 seconds.
Hi, Amy. Sorry, Rachel?
Yeah.
Hi.
I can get my manager to give you a call if you want,
Well,
but
that's really...
it's not going to be something that we're going to be able to advise you to do. So it's, whether you choose to do it, that's your choice. It's your chair, it's your choice. But from a manufacturer's point of view, we can't say that's fine to do.
Yeah. And do you think maybe I'm being prescribed the wrong wheelchair?
Well, if I recall from previous conversations, you're going at quite the, like, correct me if I'm wrong, when it's something like 30 miles an hour, you're propelling the chair?
Well, that's what I'm hoping for, but I've never managed more than 24 kilometers an hour, which is about 15 miles an hour.
Well, I wouldn't be able to advise you if there's any chairs that go over that speed, I'm afraid.
But maybe your manager you mentioned might be able to guide me. Because the thing is, if my wheels...
We're not going to recommend the product, no, because our power chairs only do 6k an hour, and 6 kilometers an hour.
But I mean, but would your manager call me to let me know if I'm prescribed the wrong equipment, maybe, and I should not be?
No, we're not going to be able to tell you that, I'm afraid. That would have to come from the NHS, with your OT and everything, with what equipment's prescribed for you. So we're not going to be able to discuss any of that.
Well, okay, but can your manager give me some guidance about if there's a maximum speed?
We have gone through all this over the years with you.
Well, I haven't been given a maximum speed.
Well, it's certainly not going to be the speed that you're doing.
Well, exactly, but I have to be clear about this. For example, the booklet says it can do a gradient of 1 in 7, and the DVLA want to put a number plate on it so I can use it on the roads. Well, forever. I mean, it's absolutely frustrating that they won't let me travel along roads that don't have pavements. That's part of the problem. But anyway, you said, will the manager be able to call me about any kind of maximum speed or not?
I don't know what he'll be able to discuss with you, but I can ask him to give you a call.
Yeah.
2 seconds.
Yes.
But with regards to what product is suited for you, that wouldn't be us, I'm afraid.
No, but I'm just saying the one I've got, the Action 3, because there's nothing in the instruction booklet about a maximum speed.
Give me 2 seconds. Hold on.
Yes.
Hello, just speaking.
Who am I speaking with, please?
My name's Jason, mate.
Jason.
Jason Jones.
Jason Jones. Oh, hi, Mr. Jones.
Yeah.
I've got an Action 3. In the book it says...
My colleague briefly explained. She briefly explained to me, so you tell me what's the issue now.
Just want to know if there's a maximum speed.
Pardon?
I have an Action 3. Is there a maximum speed?
Yes, you've got a Class 1 vehicle there, mobility device, which has got a maximum speed of 4 miles per hour.
4 miles per hour?
Yeah.
How do you know it's 4 miles an hour?
Because that's the category the product is designed for
Ah,
under the ISO standards.
ISO standards. Do you have the ISO number?
Not off the top of my head, no.
Oh, I can probably just Google that, can't
ISO
I?
7176, I believe it is, mate, if I can guess off the top of my head.
ISO.
It's in ISO 7176.
That's amazing, Jason. That's the first time I've been told that in 21 years.
I don't understand that.
Yes.
All our mobility products, right, they are categorized.
Mm-hmm.
Now, in the UK, it's 1, 2, and 3.
Mm.
Class 2 is a powered vehicle that can do a maximum of 4 miles per hour and weighs less than 113.4 kilos. If the product goes above 4 miles per hour with a maximum of 12.8 and it weighs over 113.4 kilos but less than 150, it's a class 3.
Mm.
So yours is a manual wheelchair, so it falls into category 1, to be honest.
Yeah, I understand that, but can I just double check? Mine has got a rain cover, so it's got an enclosed cabin, and so
An action chair, an action wheelchair.
yes, but if I've got an enclosed cabin, I'm told that it can't be a class 1. If I use it with a rain hood.
Let me rephrase it differently, mate. Let me rephrase that differently. Your action manual wheelchair is a CE marked product. Invacare do not supply a covering for it like that goes on a scooter for a manual wheelchair. So whoever fitted that has done so at their own risk. They take over the ownership of the manufacturing of that product. We don't.
Oh, good point.
Because you contravene the CE standard.
So I should not use this vehicle in the rain.
I didn't say that. What I said was somebody has fitted a rain cover over the old manual wheelchair. We don't supply one. So somebody has fitted it as an aftermarket part. So they take the responsibility and become the manufacturer. So what I'm saying there is, if the wind catches you side on and topple over, you cannot make a claim against Invacare. Right, so what's next?
Oh, no, that's very useful information. Thank you for that.
So
And
who fitted the rain cover? Sorry?
I have no idea who fitted the rain cover.
So you bought the chair with the rain cover on?
I don't. Well, it goes back over 10 years, 20 years even.
Okay, well, the other thing I will tell you now, that product has exceeded its lifetime expectancy also.
What is the lifetime expectancy, please?
5 years.
What, even if it has parts replaced on it?
The lifetime expectancy of the product is 5 years, yes.
Okay.
So have you changed the main frames?
Yes, can I please point out that in 2017, the wheelchair service put a frame on it from 2009, so it was an 8-year-old frame on it.
I think I've spoken to you before, mate.
Yes.
I think I have.
Yes, probably.
So, look, couple of things. The product has exceeded its lifetime expectancy now. If it is a wheelchair supply chair, then they need to look at replacing it. If it is a wheelchair services chair, I don't think they would put a rain cover on it. So if somebody has, then I would say you wouldn't have no claim on them if you was to have an accident. So what's the issue with the speed? My colleague tells me there's an issue with speed and caster flutter.
Yeah, the casters are wobbling. But if you're telling me that the wheelchair can only go up to 4 miles an hour, that's probably not any kind of issue for Invacare. Yes, well,
that's what it's designed as a maximum speed for.
Yeah.
If it goes faster, yes, you can have caster flutter, but there are other reasons that will give you caster flutter. We can have caster flutter on a chair that is doing less than 4 miles per hour.
No.
I would now be looking at the caster housing fixations, the caster housing port angle, things like that.
Yeah.
The weight distribution on the chair.
Yeah. Okay, but I would say that when I was testing a replacement Invacare Action 3 at the wheelchair service, I was just going along on the flat, and there was still caster flutter, but I think that was at 7 miles an hour, which is exceeding the speed limit. But
yeah. If you phone me and tell me you got caster flutter at 7 miles per hour, I would ask you, have you got caster flutter at 3.5? If you tell me no, that tells me the chair is doing fine.
Yeah.
You are trying to get out of the chair,
Yeah.
well, it's not designed for.
Well, that's so strange because I was doing it right in front of the occupational therapist there, and nobody was telling me. Pardon?
She should have told you. You're driving too fast.
But nobody has been telling me that at all in 21 years.
You had a user manual with the chair, yes?
Yes.
Yeah.
But it only says it goes up to a gradient of 1 in 7.
I can't remember it off the top of my head. I would have to dig it out, but I'm sure it doesn't say 1 in 7. I think we stick to degrees and percent.
Oh,
but
can you give me the correct reading, please? Is that possible? Do you have time for that?
Yes, I can dig it out for you, yes.
Thank you, Mr. Jones.
Is that all you need? But look, here we go. I don't really want to go giving you information now on a product that is well over, nearly double over its lifetime expectancy. So if you're going to get a new chair off the wheelchair services, I would ask them all of these technical questions.
Okay. And when you say that the lifetime is 5 years,
yeah,
is that in the manual as well?
Yes.
Okay. And so you say you don't say 1 in 7. You how do you specify it again?
Degrees or percent.
Degrees or percent. Okay.
Yeah.
And so that will be in the manual again.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I will have to look
you
it up.
You can get the manual yourself, mate. You can get the manual.
Yeah, I've got it. I've got the manual.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
In the back of the manual, go right to the back, and then come in a couple of pages. It'll give you a technical data section.
Technical data section.
Yeah, in that manual there, right near the back, technical data section, it'll give you all the technical data about the product.
Oh, brilliant. That's really helpful there, Mr. Jones. Thank you so much for your time and trouble.
No worries, mate. No worries. I didn't catch your name, sorry.
Harry Colton.
Harry, okay. I didn't catch it at the beginning.
Yes, I'm Harry Colton, and I've been in a wheelchair for about since 2004, and started using the Action 3 in 2012.
Okay.
And in 2012, they put it on with the old 2011 stem bolt housing because it could be tightened up to make the turn of the casters more stiff, and therefore reduce the flutter. But it was not a sustainable solution because of the torque wrench settings.
Well, look, if they knew you was going doing them sort of speeds, they should have said, they shouldn't have done anything for you, to be honest, mate. They should have said, sorry, you wanting too much out of the chair.
Yeah,
I mentioned the power chair. The fastest mobility device we are legally allowed to sell in the UK is 12.8 kilometers per hour, which is, what's that? 10 miles per hour.
Yeah, well, at the moment I'm liaising with the DVLA and trying to build my own wheelchair and to get it with a number plate and insurance and all that stuff. I feel that the wheelchair market has never been properly explained to me in the 21 years I've been using a wheelchair until I speak to somebody like you, Mr. Jones, which is greatly appreciated.
No worries, mate. No worries.
Thank you so much for your help and guidance. It's really helped a lot, and hopefully I'll be able to use your information, remember it, and use it appropriately.
Yeah, no, just something's just come to my mind. I've told you the ISO standards, ISO 7176, right?
Yes.
You might only be able to get little tidbits of that on the web because officially they have to be bought. Do you understand what I'm saying?
No, I don't.
You might only get...
They have to be bought?
Pardon?
You say they have to be bought?
Yeah, they have to be bought them. If you want to become a manufacturer, you have to buy the standards. You can't download them for free. And people are legally, well, they are breaking the law if they copy and paste any parts of them documents. Like I couldn't email you now the section on the safe slope. I'd be breaking the law. But I can't copy and paste the ISO standards, yeah?
Well, I've got the manual somewhere, so I will just read that.
If you want to use a manual, get an up-to-date one, go on the Invacare website.
Yes.
We've got our address, www.invacare.co.uk.
Yes.
Go on there, click products.
Yes.
Click manual wheelchairs.
Yes.
Select the medium active range, pick the Action 3.
Yes.
Go all the way to the bottom. There's a list of all the manuals that are readily available to you as, you know. And in there, one of them will be a user manual. Download that, and you've got the most up-to-date one, mate. And go to the back, you'll have all the up-to-date technical data.
Yes, I can see that I'm in the league of Usain Bolt here. Thank you very much, Mr. Jones.
Okay, speak to you soon.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.